Hello, thanks for visiting with Cooking with Miller. We're going to be making 4 summer salads that you can easily expand to a number of summer salads. So the first summer salad is the spinach wild rice. It has the ingredients of wild rice, craisins, spinach, green onions, and a vinaigrette, a mustard, parsley vinaigrette. The second salad, a super simple salad, is the salmon salad with giant white beans. That's spinach, giant white beans, and chunked smoked salmon. The third salad is egg salad. That's going to be hard-boiled eggs, red onions, scallions, mayonnaise, mustard, salt, pepper. And then the last one, we're making a traditional potato salad. That's with potatoes, eggs, red onions, parsley, green onions, mustard, mayo, pickle juice, pickles, and I think that's it on that one. Oh, probably a little lemon juice too. So these salads you can make during the summer very easily. They take just a few minutes. I think we've been at this for how long? Maybe an hour and a half, and we've made 4 salads, and they're enough for a dinner for like 6 or 7 people. So, hope you enjoy our presentation today. Hello, thanks for coming to Cooking with Miller again this week. Today, oops, I don't need my mask for this. Today we're going to do 3 salad dressings and 3 or 4 summer salads. The first one is going to be the spinach wild rice salad. I cooked some wild rice last night and chilled it off. I put some craisins in there. Now I'm going to chop up some green onions and put it into the salad. Then chop up some spinach, put it into the salad, then make the dressing, which is oil and vinaigrette with mustard. So the first thing to do is to chop up these green onions. I've already sorted them last night and peeled off the bad leaves. But there's always the next day is some leaves to pull off, so just make sure you sort them right. Make sure you have a sharp knife because green onions like to make your knife move. Notice I'm cutting them into small little rounds. You can cut them into half moons. You can be real particular about it. I'm not so particular. Okay. Green onions. I'll get out my spatula to transfer them into my bowl. So you see I have craisins, green onions, and wild rice. I used the wild rice we have in bulk, which is from northern Minnesota. It's hand parched. It makes a quick boiling wild rice. I think I mentioned it on the chicken wild rice soup recipe. We'll get some more green onions in there. You can also put celery in this salad. You could put dried apples or dried pineapples. You could put in some protein like tofu, tempeh, smoked turkey, all those kind of things. But today we're just going to make it simple. It's going to be wild rice, green onions, craisins, spinach, and then the dressing. The dressing you can use for many different types of salads. You can eliminate the mustard and have it as a simple vinaigrette. You can play with the spices, either doing parsley or basil. You can put in some hot stuff like cayenne, hot peppers to give it some bite. It's a very simple recipe and fun to make. Okay, so now we're going to be putting in some spinach. Now this spinach is fairly small. I can see it right away that it's tiny, so I'm just going to give it one coarse chop. Sometimes the leaves are quite big and I have to cut them twice. I'm basically trying to get them into bite-sized pieces. You don't want to fight with the spinach, you want to be able to eat it. Now, there's a lot of other things you could put in here. You could put kale and salad greens. I saved some green onions to use in the potato salad, so don't worry about those not getting in there. Now we'll give it a little stir. Sometimes, if you have them, it's easier to stir salads like this with a gloved hand. So you want to take a look at it, see if you got in the right amount of parsley or, spinach. Can you see all the pieces of that? Looks like I want to put in some more spinach. What do you think? I think so. So we'll dump out our second bag of spinach. We're going to save some spinach for the salmon salad. So we can use up most of the spinach in this salad. Okay, so all right, that's the basic part of the salad. The next part of the salad is oil, lemon juice. It is a cup and a quarter of extra virgin olive oil and 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice. You could use cider vinegar. You could use any kind of oil. I used to use canola oil all the time, but I really like this Field Day extra virgin olive oil, and so I've been using that. So here we go with the oil and lemon juice. That's called a vinaigrette. It's 3 parts oil to 2 parts vinegar or acid. 4 cloves of garlic, about a teaspoon of salt, and we'll blend this up. This can be done in a food processor. It can be done by hand. But what you're looking for is kind of a consistency like this. Now we're going to put in some mustard, and there it is. This is Dijon mustard that we sell here at the store. It's really yummy. I've also used the Dufour mustard, but this one will be just fine. And we're going to put in about 3 tablespoons. So this is a mustard parsley vinaigrette. And now we're going to put in parsley. We're going to put in most of the parsley I cleaned up a little bit ago. And it's stems and all. Just cut off the bad pieces and throw away the not so good looking parsley. So blend it again. Okay, we got our dressing. This is a mustard vinaigrette dressing with parsley. Now we're going to pour it into our salad. Now there's other things you can add into this. When my mom and I first came up with this dressing, my mom came up with the dressing and we were using it on salads. When we got to the spinach wild rice salad, we also put in umeboshi plums, and that's kind of a nice flavor to run across. But umeboshi plums are kind of expensive, so I kind of eliminated that ingredient after a while, but they do give it a nice flavor. Okay, so this is now the spinach wild rice salad. You can see it all dressed up. This is the second salad we're making. This one's a super easy salad. And you can make it many different ways. It uses the base of its salad dressing are the giant white beans, which we sell in the deli case. This comes with a sauce that's really nice and tasty. So what I do is I'm going to make it like I would if I put it in the deli case, but I have also made it where you take big bags of spinach and you fill up a big bowl full of spinach, and then you dump, I don't know how many, 5, 6 of these giant white beans into the spinach, and then you chop up either smoked turkey or smoked salmon and put that into the salad, and you are done. So it has the spinach, the giant white beans, which is a nice protein, very buttery. And then open up your package of smoked salmon. Peel off the back of the smoked salmon. This is the part that's the skin. Not so fun to eat sometimes. Can be eaten, but... And then what I like to do is make it pretty, and I'll take a few pieces of salmon and just arrange it on the top. Of course, if I'm making it for a reception, I'll probably stir it all in together. So this is smoked salmon salad. It could be made with any kind of a protein. I've done it with barbecued tofu. I've done it with barbecued tempeh. I've done it with smoked turkey and smoked salmon. I really love those things. So that is that. All right, the third salad we're going to make could be a multiple different kinds of salad. It's a mayonnaise-based salad. I'm using Ma Clark's mayonnaise, some bread and butter pickles to give it a nice bite, red onion, the scallions, and of course yellow mustard. Right now I'll be putting the potatoes on to boil. I've got red potatoes, and in the pot they go. These will boil for about 20 minutes. Now you notice you can't see that probably, I'm putting the potatoes in whole. I'm not cutting it up. You can definitely do that. I found over the years that choosing the right potato is more important than just peeling and cutting up a potato. When I peel and cut up potatoes, I usually lose a lot of the potato starch to the water. So what I like to do is boil potatoes with the skin on. Now the potatoes are hot when they're done, so you have to be a little bit careful when you peel them, but my mother taught me that it works, and it works very well. So you don't get a mealy potato salad, you get a fairly crisp potato salad. Okay, so potatoes are in the water, going to boil. And I think I can put the eggs in the other water to boil. All right, so now we're gonna also put on our eggs to boil. I found this little wire basket. I'm not sure where it was. It was here when I started working here. I love it. It fits in the pots. I put about a dozen and a half eggs in this little basket. There we go. Now, one thing nice about the basket is you're not dropping the eggs in the boiling water one by one, so fewer of them will crack. I've got water boiling, and for me, making hard-boiled eggs, the critical part is having water boiling. You can easily make them many other ways of doing it. This is the way I prefer. So you drop your eggs in the boiling water. Sometimes it'll cool it down, so you'll have to wait until it gets boiling again. But I put my timer on 17 minutes, and you can see it's 17 minutes. And there it goes. All right, so both egg salad and potato salad basically get the same ingredients. There's going to be red onion that we chop up, and you'll see that I'm chopping up the red onion into little cubes. I like a red onion better than a white onion in this recipe. You could use a sweet onion, like a deli onion. Those work out really nice too. I just like the color contrast with these little red onions. So green onion, red onion, now a word about the dangers of mayonnaise-based dressing. It could be like a potato salad, egg salad, chicken salad, turkey salad. A lot of people who do get sick at picnics, they get sick at picnics not from the mayonnaise, because the mayonnaise is pretty stable and it's high acid, so it doesn't support bacterial growth very well. The things that support bacterial growth are the potatoes, the eggs, the whatever protein you're putting in the potato salad. And usually it is multiplying and supporting bacteria because of temperature problems, which means you haven't kept the potato salad or the egg salad or the chicken salad or the turkey salad below 41 degrees. You put it in a bowl, take it to a picnic, you let it sit out on the table for 4 or 5 hours. Maybe you didn't get the chicken or the eggs down to temperature before you made the egg salad. So what's happening is the bacteria on those surfaces are multiplying and having a fun time, and until they get in your stomach, then you do not have a fun time. So with mayonnaise-based salads, temperature and contamination are critical. And then parsley You want to get rid of the stems. If I had been clever enough, I would have thrown all the stems into the dressing for the wild rice salad. And I didn't pay attention. So get rid of these heavy stems. And then chop up this parsley. Okay, parsley, green onions, and red onions. That is the basis for potato and egg salad. Then we're going to be making the mayonnaise portion of this salad. Getting out my favorite little spatulas. You'll put, this is kind of an eyeball situation. Put in, looks like I've got a cup and a half of mayonnaise. A little bit of lemon juice to give it some nice bite. Now for potato salad, I like the yellow mustard, and you can certainly use yellow mustard for egg salad. I've been using the brown mustard for the egg salad because I usually have brown mustard sitting on my counter. But today we're going to use the yellow mustard. I particularly like potato salad that has yellow mustard. I like that kind of yellowy look to it. And we're using red potatoes, so that'll work out just fine. So squirt in about 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard and stir it up. Now you want your mayonnaise, mustard, and here's going to be some salt. Just some salt, enough to get it to be salty, and black pepper. You could use white pepper if you want. I've seen a lot of recipes with white pepper. Okay, there's the base of the salad dressing. So it's mayonnaise, lemon juice, mustard, salt, pepper. Simple, simple, simple. Prefer that you make this the day ahead of time of your party. Put it in the cooler, let it cool down to that 41 degrees or lower, and make the potatoes the day ahead of time, the eggs the day ahead of time, so you're all working with cold ingredients. I'm going to be putting in some pickles. I really love pickles in potato salad. And I like them in egg salad too, but my egg salad here at the co-op doesn't have pickles in it. So this is the base for the egg salad today. And then after we get that dished into the egg salad, we're going to put some pickles juice into that dressing and some chopped pickles. Well, maybe we'll do that right now because actually both of the things have a ways to go. So I just open up the jar of pickles and I pour in a good portion of juice. So it's, now we've got the mayonnaise, lemon juice, mustard, salt and pepper, and the pickle juice. Then we'll take some of these bread and butter pickles out. This product is Woodstock. We sell it here at the store, and they are delicious, and they're nice and clean. You don't have to worry about those dyes, yellow dyes and red dyes. I just really love them. So now I chop it up. Bubby's makes a good bread and butter pickle. I definitely would use that too. Now put your pickles into this mixture, and you have the beginning of the potato salad. Okay. Now we'll put some more pickles in the potato salad when we start making that. And I'll take the rest of this mayonnaise, I kept the lid, Put a little bit of lemon juice in it, and the Dijon mustard. See how I'm just doing this by eyeball? Another ingredient we put in potato salad is dill, so that will keep out. Now I've taken the rest of this dressing and I'm going to shake it in the jar, and this will be the dressing that we put on the egg salad. Okay, so we can take a break while we get those potatoes done, and I'll come back and say hello again. Well, we're back. We got our timer just went off, 16 minutes. What I always do when I'm boiling eggs is I take an egg out to test it. So here's my egg. Put it in the cold water. Let it roll around for a tiny bit. Crack the skin and then peel it. Now you'll see there's a little fiber membrane that goes around the egg. And the way I boil eggs is I want to make sure that I can get that membrane off. For me, that happens around 17 minutes. And see how easy that egg came off? Now we'll find a knife and we're going to look at the inside real quick. So we'll split it, and we're looking just for an egg like this. Notice how all the white yellow has cooked and it's a nice yellowy color. Okay, so then we're going to put that into our cold water, and here comes the rest of our eggs. So whenever I boil vegetables or when I boil eggs, I always bring a good portion of water up to boiling. That way I know that when I put the eggs in and start the timer, that it is boiling. So I've just started the timer again for the eggs I put in just a little while ago. Just gives me more consistent results. When I'm making food for you guys, I want them to be more consistent than less consistent. Well, we've just about peeled 1.5 dozen eggs. And then I'll have to drain off some of this water and we'll start making the egg salad. Okay, so we're going to make the egg salad. And at home you probably have a little tool where you can slice eggs, or you can do it with a knife. You're probably not making as much egg salad as I have, but if you're making it for a big party, you might be making that much egg salad. All right. So what I like to do is put on my gloves and just smash the eggs with my hands. So I just break the eggs. If I have a egg slicer, I'll do it with the egg slicer. I like when I break up my eggs, I like seeing that the yellow is yellow, there's no green around it. Of course, that doesn't always happen, but it looked like it happened on this batch, so I'm happy, hunky-dory happy. Okay. Now if you use a egg slicer, this part is a little bit easier, but I found I have a particular knife, this one's a short bladed knife, that I don't mind dragging across a stainless steel bowl. So I now will dice up the eggs right in the bowl. And I turn the bowl slowly and just keep on running my knife through the eggs. Now you remember these parsley, red onions, green onions. Put a couple handfuls in there and find your spatula, which I remember I had one in here. Of course, this is a part where too small bowl, I have to go to a bigger bowl. I had to go to a bigger bowl because otherwise I'll get eggs all over the counter, and we don't want that. So turned out the eggs. I see a few big egg pieces in there, so I'm going to chop those up quick again. There it is. Now in here goes the mayonnaise mixture. That's got the mayonnaise, mustard, salt, and pepper. Now the one problem with doing egg salad is putting in too much mayonnaise to the point where it is really runny. And of course I do that once in a while. And then I have to grab the hard-boiled eggs that I want to put out in the case and add those to the egg salad so it's not as runny. So you saw that there was about maybe 3 tablespoons of dressing, and that egg salad is coming together nice. I just keep on stirring it up so it's fully coated, which it looks like it is now. And to me, that's done egg salad. Now we're going to do the potato salad. I got some cold water, and no, that's not going to work. I'm going to use an egg scooper. I'm going to pull the potatoes out of the boiling water and put them in the cold water. When the potato's done and the potato is right, like it's a good potato to be using, the skin will peel off of it real easily. And then you just discard the skin. Now you can really scrub your potatoes, especially if they're new potatoes and small, and leave the skin on. I've made a lot of potato salad like that. That's fine, but today we're going to be doing the potato salad where we take off the skin. So I've got my potatoes in cold water, and what I'm waiting for is that they are cold enough so that I can hold them, but not too cold that they're gonna the skin isn't gonna come off. If you leave the potatoes in cold water too long, like let's say you leave them overnight, you will not be able to get off the skins. So here's our first potato, and you see how it peels right off. There's always some imperfections in the potato, and I try and take those off at the same time. A peeled potato into your bowl. Do it again. Got my knife back that I was using for the eggs, and I'm now going to chop the potatoes into fairly small chunks like I would do the eggs. So here's the dressing. It's mayonnaise, lemon juice, pickle juice, dill, salt and pepper, and pickles. So just pour it right in. I kind of like doing it when the potatoes are warm because the mayonnaise mixture will soak into the potatoes. But then I do like to cool them off before I package them. So you got the mayonnaise there, and you need the red onion, scallions, parsley. There we go. And now I'll just toss it. Because the potatoes are warm, they'll thicken the dressing. Now, once I get some more eggs, I'll chop up about 6 to 7 eggs to go in here. So there'll be hard-boiled egg, potato, parsley, scallions, red onion, pickles, and I'll put in some more pickles too. Of course, I'll taste it first because I love potato salad, and it looks like potato salad loves me. Okay, so you're off to the picnic. You need a salad. Today we made a spinach wild rice salad with mustard, parsley vinaigrette. We made a salmon salad with giant white beans and spinach. We made an egg salad and then a traditional potato salad. These are all easy to make. They're nice summer salads. On any of them, you could add in other ingredients. You could add in power greens. You could add in like tomatoes, sweet peppers, just about anything you want. Have fun during the summer, stay safe. Mayonnaise-based salads, the problem with those is that if the potatoes, the eggs are out of temp, which means you made it when it was about 90 degrees, the bacteria will start off those pieces. It's not the mayonnaise problem. So keep your salads in temp, which means between 32 and 41. So have fun outside. Let the air blow through your hair. Make sure you get nice plates. You don't want to have plates that will bend and break and your dinner will fall all over the ground. So my one thing is don't get a cheap plate, or if you get a cheap plate, use 3. Okay, bye-bye.